Hey all, I made a whole script for this that I'll be referring to. I would like to use my own life experience to demonstrate or perhaps shed some light on this topic. If you clicked on this by no accident, you surely at least heard of this concept and perhaps even experienced or experimented with this thought process yourself. Let me save you some time and trouble. Yes, the world, reality, our life experience, life itself is a simulation, although not necessarily run on computers. Let me explain. Reality follows fundamental laws, and experience of having consciousness itself, like the very fact of experiencing consciousness, requires observation to take place. It depends on observation to exist. Consciousness can't exist without first being aware of it. With that understood, most people would think that simulation means artificial or digital. Our world fundamentally runs like a simulated system does on computers, where reality receives inputs, processes them by filtering through its rules, its laws, and then produces outputs, causes and effects, observed and experienced as existence doing what it does. Let me elaborate. In day-to-day life, this looks like, manifests like, we are simply existing. What actually happens as we exist is that we are acting. Even right now, yes, even simply existing is simply acting, as in taking action. Our actions have consequences, outputs to our inputs. Like this, our minds are always simulating possible futures. We interact. Inputs and outputs can also be called cause and effect or karma. Our minds are always simulating potential possible futures right now. Based on our current realities and based on the actions that we take, now we shape and we co-create the world we're going to live in tomorrow. That's a simple fact, right? We interact with our reality through our minds. It's like our mind is the interface of this simulation, unique to each user, yet part of that same whole of everything that is. All minds exist within existence. You may call it God, you may call it universe, you may call it one infinite creator. It is still the same mind that all are a part of as individuals. This is just what I'm saying based on my experience and the way I understand it. This does not supersede your beliefs or what you think or what you know as reality is. And again, based on this, reality operates on existential law, irrelevant to how we exist. You may have heard of the law of one, which simply states that everything is inherently one thing, as in all that exists is inherently connected through everything since it's part of that same one thing, existence itself. In practical terms, we definitely simulate our realities. We definitely simulate our lives, like when we dream. And I know for a fact, based on my own experiences, that even waking lives are like dreams. We're dreaming this up right now. It's a procedurally generated experience of consciousness interacting with itself. To summarize, our minds not only decode reality, they also allow us to experience it as life. We also give reality structure and meaning that it does not inherently possess without our direct observation and conscious or unconscious interference. Our minds, as in not only our brains, but what is fundamentally operating our brains, that force, that thing, that consciousness, that awareness, that's what's running it. That's what's running us. That's kind of what we are, unless we consciously choose to not identify as that. Unless we consciously choose to identify as something else, say perhaps our body, our brains, our physical self. Anyway, that's a topic for a whole nother discussion. We actively simulate this world. Yes, right now. And that's very interesting because That means we have the power to shape our reality using just our minds and just how we interact every day, just as is. So with that, thank you for watching, and I hope this helps.